So I'm out here Saturday morning dealing with this pool. As you can see, I'm draining it out. There's two reasons why I'm doing that. The first reason is we've been getting a lot of rain and the pool overfilled. The second reason why I'm doing it is because my CYA is reading very high. That stands for stabilizer or cyanuric acid. And the reason why it gets very high is because I use these. These are my chlorine tablets. They go inside this chlorinator here. Just tap it and put it off in there. As you notice, that thing can probably hold 10 of those things, but I only put one off in there. So one of the things they fail to tell you is that if you use too much of that stuff and the water evaporates out of the pool, there's a chemical, the cyanuric acid, it doesn't evaporate. So as the water evaporates, it leaves a lot of cyanuric acid off in there and it's high. And what that does is really, the cyanuric acid helps your chlorine last long. It protects it from the sun. That way, when you put the chlorine in here, it won't just evaporate. But just like everything else, too much of a good thing is a bad thing. So the only way to get this CYA levels down, and the reason why you want to get the level down is because too much of it actually makes your chlorine not work. It makes it not sanitized. Now you go kill the algae and everything, but the chlorine, the water is not actually being sanitized because you got this thing called chlorine lock because you got high CYA. So you got to drain it out. Well, there's another product on there that says it's a CYA reducer, but half the people say it don't work. And you got to jump through a whole lot of hoops, and it has to be at the perfect this level, and it has to have the pH has to be this, and can't have any chlorine. It's a lot, and it can take a good long while, weeks for it to work. Hands down, the most effective way to do it is drain the pool. Keep in mind, all pools can't be drained. You can't just drain the water out of the pool. You know, a pool, especially with a fiberglass pool, you drain the water out, it'll pop up out of the ground. So you got to do it incrementally. So you got to fill the thing up to the top and drain it down to the lowest level of the skimmer about 4 times. And what that does is dilutes the CYA. So how do you prevent it? First of all, you can stop using the tablets. You don't want to add any more stabilizer to the pool because you have enough in there. You have too much in there. And you can either go to a liquid, which has its own set of problems because you can't have too much of this because it goes bad. So you can't get a year's worth and put it in the garage. That's a no-no. But they do make the tablets that doesn't have stabilizer in there. You're gonna have to find that and use those tablets. And it's pretty expensive. So the rest of the year, I would not be using any stabilizer off in here because I'm already at the high level of stabilizer, CYA or cyanuric acid. So that's what I'm doing right here. But actually, I'm doing it kind of messed up because I had to buy one of these right here. This is an old school sprinkler. So when I encountered the situation last time, all that water that's going through there, I actually hooked on a hose to it and hooked it up to this and spread it out along the line so I won't be wasting all that water. But my water hose is broke. I don't have a extra water hose to do this with, so I do need to go and get one. But I hope I don't have to do this often or in the future because I'm going to take extra steps. I'm going to bite the bullet and buy those non-chlorine tabs and put it in there. So if you find that your CYA numbers is high or whatever, one of the first thing you need to do is stop putting those tabs in there. And as a matter of fact, don't fill it up. Only put one in there at a time because the chlorine might dissipate at a specified time, but the CYA apparently is just dumping in the pool, causing it to rise. This is something that I was telling you that people who have other people to do their pools with, that kind of stuff may go unchecked, because all most people are concerned with is a clear pool. They think clear equals sanitized, and that's not the case. Anyway, I just want to put y'all on game. Peace.